So I'm practically just getting in. So INEC gets to release a statement to notify Nigerians or affirm that indeed somebody from inside their office leaked sensitive data to Wike Aide, Larry Olayinka. Well, they didn't deny the fact that there is a sensitive data we consign them where they leaked. However, they told us, don't worry, our platform no they hacked. That is nobody else get access to them. Now only Wike guys or Wike guy then been get access to that information and trace them to a particular staff. They didn't deny that. And people are saying, so how do we still trust the same INEC? Say during election day, they go feed do the needful, but that's not even all. Oh, now don't they drag Oga Adeboye, drag and say, come and talk, condemn Tinubu. He has spoken, he has condemned. Waiting he talk, I go let you know. And that's not all, because protest happened today as usual. In fact, this time around, the protests in Karam enter inside Lagos State, Abuja, and more for inside Ibadan, where they protest the kidnap of the young school children that we still day in captivity right now. And this one, a direct message to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And a lot of people joined the protest this time. Waiting be the result of this protest. Waiting if they say good lead to. We can talk concerning the protest. Waiting they talk. I would let it. I know sincere apologies of joining you this late. I'm practically just walking in. You know, I told them on a walking visit, and I'm just getting into my hotel now. And I just thought to quickly give you guys update of everything that happened for inside the country before I go retire. But make I take this break and I come back to bring on the flesh for inside all this news after the break. Stay with us. Arise, good evening, and welcome to Updates Precious. Another beautiful day to bring on an update of all the things with the shele for inside our country, Nigeria. They always sweet my belly to bring on an update of everything where they happen for inside our country. But sincere apologies. The network has been hectic and chaotic since this my trip. But I'm sure that somehow we'll just find a way to drop you guys quick updates very quickly. As it is our tradition, we could just go through some of the headlines of things that they happen for inside the country. Christian Association of Nigeria declares June 14 Black Sunday over rising insecurity. Yimu, Nana day break for now because everybody done the protest first. Yimu, June 14 Black Sunday. Why they go wait to June 14? Can every day not just be Black Day for inside Nigeria? Well, Trump signs order promoting advanced AI innovation security. I can no longer see with my eyes. Fuji star Remi Aluko cries out. And Nigerian Navy at 70, Army Air Force, we can just leave that just for them. But moving on to other issues. ADC petitions NJC. 6 probe of Justice Soho. Lifu over Nafi Gombe's case. We'll get NJC. Who will be the people with the NJC? Who will be the people with the when they calm down in this Nigeria? Okay. Well, that's what people are saying. In Namdekanu, US Congress asks Secretary to State to engage Nigerian government. So Secretary to State to I beg, come engage Nigerian government. Is that likely to happen? Well, we'll talk about it. 2027, you have no moral authority to advise Jonathan. PDP blast Keyamo. Why? Why? Not be you will be they criticize badness before. You don't reach your turn of all the things we criticize under Jonathan. You don't reach your turn and they happen worse under your nose. You zip up. I mean, you observe table manners when you're eating, right? That now it's in Nigerians they talk. Ikiti 2027, INEC begins distribution of PVCs, urges electorate to take action within stipulated period. Aggrieved parties use INEC, seeks withdrawal of NDC registration. So now I don't want to make NDC they registered again. Well, I mean, Article 8, they don't talk, say, Ingo make sure say is so. So I guess that's what they're doing now. Article demands immediate answers from INEC over unauthorized voters database access. Kaduna ADC confirms Mikati as governorship candidate after appeals review. Aggrieved Kano ADC aspirants rejects primary election results. Well, all of this matter them now good to see where they share for inside our country. But might just look a few of the stories more. Let's see what we have here. 3 years in office, economists read Tinubu government. Had they read them, of course, very low. Fuel price increased by 463% in Tinubu's 3 years in office, and Nigerians they lamenting now wow. Well, Abia government suspend House of Assembly clerk over alleged misconduct. Nigeria's revenue not enough to match population. So tax us to our teeth so that your revenue will be enough and you people share it more. Well, that's not what Nigerians they talk. Appeal court orders INEC to register LPP within 30 days. Wow. Niger Assembly rather approved 220.4 billion naira loan for food security project. And Nasara Paul, okay, let's see what we have here. Lagos court jails man 50 years for 26 million Toyota. Okay, let's just move on very quickly. Now, declare state of emergency on security, Khan said. Amnesty International condemns killing of 17 Eid celebrants in Sokoto community attack. This is so sad. You even celebrate self-crime. You do on your own cry every time, any way you do. Since sharp, you just fall upon you for this country. Terrorists demand release of their fellow associates from prison before freeing abducted retired General Rabi Abubakar and wife in Katsina State. Well, some of the things really happen for inside the country. Let's see. Every one of you campaigning for this Tinubu's government is a failure. Nigerians, they talk like that. Kwankwaso unveils first batch of Kwankwasia scholarship beneficiaries at Mewa International University, advancing national education drive. And then terrorists beat and humiliate women travelers, hold them hostage for over 4 days in Zamfara in a viral video. Unfortunately, I can't show you that video. I really wish I could. Whatever you are doing, remember children are still in captivity. Nigerians tells Tinubu demands immediate rescue of Oyo State children. This should be difficult. This shouldn't be difficult, rather. Just write to DSS and pick Larry up. Nigerians call for arrest of Wike's aide, Larry Olayinka rather, for having access to INEC dashboard and sharing voter information. Now, wow. Now, the world should not abandon us. Henry Shield stages one-man protest at UN office, seeks international intervention to rescue abducted Oyo school children. Meanwhile, Wike ally Kingsley Chinda defects from PDP 2 weeks after winning controversial River State governorship election. So he wasn't even PDP or in APC all along, but he win APC primaries. He didn't whine. Hey, bandits don't enter Lagos. So now waiting people they shout. Oh, well, P Square, Peter. Now they talk this one as a debate after reacting to suspected criminal arrest in Lekki. Whoever wrote Tinubu's speech does not like him. Pastor Adeboye questions advice around Bola Ahmed Tinubu. All the people with advice them when I know like Kamuana, they advise them anyhow. And what's in the say in the question, and people say, "Whoa, Augusta," and now day break. You know, he further says, "You okay?" Others says you are not ready for change. Keep waiting for 84-year-old Adeboye to help you lead protest. Now, so the church members and the church itself tell people. Meanwhile, Nigeria's problem is bad, and it's got to do with bad leadership, not its people. Peter Obi tells supporters in North Carolina. So I beg Oga Peter Obi on the motto of Fanado and waiting people can they talk for inside social media. Isaac Fayoshe questions DSS silence over Wike's alleged remark following Oyo school kidnapping. And then INEC admits its personnel leaked confidential electoral information to on NDC House of Reps aspirant Emeka Ike to Wike's aid. So they don't agree. So sorry, we surrender. You catch us. There's something we can do about it. Yep. Okay. So let's move on very quickly. Your son Sheyin went to Ojude Oba with heavy security while her children are suffering in the bush. A grieved mother rains curses on Tinubu during the Bring Back Our Children of Pupils and Teachers protest. Eliminate terror sponsors, no matter how influential they are. Adeboye urges Tinubu tells security chiefs to drive results or resign. Make security chiefs drive results or resign. But when it was Jonathan's time, we called Jonathan more than that. Well, I could listen with him, Adeboye talk. I'm not gonna hear him talk. Let's see if I can play that very quickly as you listen to the man of God talk. Okay.
But I've tried. God is my witness. So then, I don't want to take much of your time. What should we do now? I'm talking to you as my children. If I were asked to make suggestions, I would say quietly to our government, move fast and tell our security chiefs get rid of these terrorists within 90 days or resign. Now that's
Okay. I hope you heard that. So you listened to it. Say if you were to make a suggestion, that's his advice to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that not Tinubu should not take responsibility. He should tell his security chiefs to get rid of these terrorists or resign, and they should ensure they get rid of them within 90 days or resign. Well, and he proceeded, of course, he also prayed for the country and everything when they happen for the country.
lift your voice to the Almighty God and say, Father, these school children that have been kidnapped, bring them back home now. Go ahead, talk to the Almighty God. The earth is yours. The fullness thereof is yours. You are the Lord of hosts. You've never lost a war.
All right, so just to let you in on that very quickly,
Glory be to you.
just to give you a very quick update. So moving on, bring back our pupils and the teachers' protests squad protest nationwide over rising insecurity, renewed school kidnappings under Tinubu. Oyo residents should stand against deployment of forest guards from NSA Ribadu if they love their state. Dr. Kennon and other Nigerians want. Say, if when I love on ourselves, make on not agree, make them bring anybody for now, good though. All right. I'll take legal action. Emeka Ike blast Wike's aid over access to INEC records. Describes it as political rascality. Now, revolution looms as anti-insecurity protesters forcefully gained entrance into Ogun government house. If you see the way they were even pushing doors, people are not saying, okay, what is going on here? What in the name is going on here? So the protesters no agree at all. Then to say they no go grey, no matter what they do, that they must gain access to speak to the authorities. But before then, we could just quickly listen to some of the things and where people talked earlier.
And PFN and the Redeemed Christian Church of God is not an isolated church. We are part and parcel of the body of Christ, and they have called for prayer walk just to pray for the state of nation in Nigeria, which everybody has been commenting on and has called for concern. But we believe that God, who has solution to multidimensional problem, can solve the problem. That's why I believe the body of Christ called CAN and PFN has called this prayer walk, and that's what we intend to do this morning. And our Father in the Lord also will be taking a walk just to do a prayer walk, leading the headquarter church, the Redeemed Christian Church of God here, through the streets of this particular church. Just a prayer walk.
So people had to recall this conversation from the past when Adeboye had led a prayer walk about the things and what they happen for inside the nation. And people are saying, why just give advice this time around? And why not also lead a prayer walk? Why zero in for only advices when it be say if we still lead the same prayer walk we also been led the last time? But I did tell you earlier that protesters no great. They say they must gain entrance into government property. Imagine that force where be say they use make sure say they open the gates and then gain entrance. And people are saying, wow. So this kind of thing if it happen when it be say Nigerians they united in one voice to talk for waiting it be say, then agree with and support and waiting they want. We could look at one of these things.
Where don't they come from? What's happened?
All right, so this gets to do with the protest. Sincere apologies. They've taken light inside the hotel. I think they want to change over, but I'll keep talking with you very quickly. So that's some of the things we basically have. I'm going back to the headlines very quickly. You see some other things we basically in the news. Outrage as parents reject government relief materials following abduction of Oyo school training and teachers. So they give the parents and some rice. They say, "Bah, today we need to chop rice. We are not chopping rice. Release our children." Because as we chop our own rice, we don't know what's in our children and they chop for there. So I beg they're gonna release our children. And an article search for popular southern running mates hits landmine as Amici reportedly snubs ADC vice presidential slot. Amici no agree. He say he need to do. So that consultation see they go on. But people were saying that the hope is that Atiku will get the ticket and he'll use somebody strong in the south to make his vice presidential candidate. People were like, okay, he was banking on P2B, and then when P2B left, his next bank will be Chibuike, which is someone very strong and solid, will be good deputizer. But with this expose by Oga Babacha Lawal yesterday, do you think that any strong southerner go won't support him in any way? That waiting people they ask. People are like, okay, they like say any strong southerner go won't support this cause again because she's not gonna work. All right, let's see what we have here very, very quickly. So moving on to other stories really for inside the news. Let's see. All right. NUT protest at Ogun Government House demand release of abducted Oyo school children. There can be no credible election in 2027 when compromised INEC has granted unauthorized access to its back end to politicians. Now, political activists, them line raise alarm. I am ashamed of my brother Isaac Fayoshe publicly condemns Ayodele over all your abduction remarks. Because say when it dey happen for Ekiti State, here just na you dey support the Ekiti State governor. Why you not talk say na your own fault? Why they quick for you to blame Amoshe Makinde, but you know they quick for you to blame killings and kidnappings and other insecurity on the Ekiti State governor where you dey support? There is God, oh brother, there is God. All right. Pastor Adeboye is not responsible for Nigeria's current challenges. RCCG defends GO and GO silence once Nigerians against pressuring him to lead protests amid hardship. And Omoagege is not a threat. Oboriwore says former Deputy Senate President's APC exit was long expected. Wow. And NLC took bribe and betrayed Nigerians. General Snow blasts labor union for silence. Inaction amid fuel price increases, renewed school kidnappings, and other things really happen for the country. About 200,000 firearms vanished under APC terrorists. You don't even know that. 200 plus firearms, 9 loss. I'm coming, I'll get to that story. 200 plus firearms. It's the kind of things that happen in our country. So we just wonder, say, are we in Nigeria? Because how do we hear the kind of stories that we hear in Nigeria like that? 200 plus firearms. Let me just get back to that conversation. So, about 200 firearms vanished under APC. Terrorists now wield sophisticated weapons. Social commentators and other citizens links armament to rising terror firepower, accuses APC of arming state enemies. So, people were talking about that those loss of firearms under Igbetokun's administration or Igbetokun leadership as the head of the police. Say how those things they use loss and why say they never probed them appropriately. Now, I'm not even here with when this something similar was being debated or discussed.
I've received a letter from the Inspector General of Police. He says a humble appeal to the Senate to correct the misrepresented facts, whatever it is. I write to convey my warmest regards to the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, while also conveying my profound shock and dismay at the recent events that unfolded during the Senate Committee on Public Accounts, sitting on Tuesday, 11th day of February 2025. The public vilification of the police force during the session was deeply troubling, particularly as the allegations presented were entirely rooted in factual inaccuracies. This unfortunate incident has had far-reaching consequences, perpetuating a very false narrative about our institution and the force's leadership, both domestically and internationally. The reputational damage inflicted upon our country and its public institution is unimaginable. In the light of this, I respectfully implore the Senate leadership to intervene and to grant the police force sufficient time to conduct a thorough investigation into the alleged missing firearms from the armories as of December 2020. We appreciate the Senate Committee's probe into the alleged missing firearms, but urge the committee to conduct future hearings on sensitive security issues in camera so that the wrong impression will not be created in the minds of Nigerians and in the minds of the
all right. So, this was a probably reading this and talking about it. And then what people are saying that why Ibe say the police or the IGP could write to the Senate at that time when Ibe said in the right to talk, say, oh, make them do their investigation secretively or, under wraps, make people know about them. And we're not talking about the lives and security of Nigerians, one. And two, not be the firearms so Ibe say our money, now Ibe say we use by them. So why Ibe say they won't do? And people say, why? So all of these things happen under the APC administration. And why would they hear more outrage, especially by the government in power, concerning all this? If to say now a different political party Now be say the APC administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu take over from. And this kind of thing happened like this with over 200 firearms, 9 day missing. For just day, if we still day under wraps like this, for just day quiet about them, outrage no go day. And when they talk about the things and way be say they happen for inside the country, where these guys they collect their weapons? How did you see the video of the young man that they said they caught in Lekki that looks exactly like some of those terrorists we be say they flash their cash and all that for TikTok, exactly like him, and they almost lynched him. But the police come out, come give statement, say, "Oh no, he's not terrorist. There's no terrorist in Lekki, Abuja." Even Mr. P don't talk and say terrorists aren't inside Lekki right now, but the police don't debunk and say no. But if you see the boy face, so he be say they see exactly waiting those guys waiting for TikTok, and I be say they see. So that Mrs. driving home, I told you yesterday that I was scared in Ikorodu. Bandits or terrorists scare for inside Ikorodu. How will we just continue like this for inside this country? And the fact that we even deflect the conversation when most times we be say you come up, the government go deflect and go like say no be big deal. Well, I just thought to let you in. I don't mean to waste your time this evening. Deployment of forest guards to rescue abducted victims in Oyo while using fighter jets and troops to restore failed democracy in Benin Republic reflects Tinubu's failure. And wait till they talk. So wait. He won't secure he won't react to what's happen for inside Benin Republic. He carry fighter jets go. But the rich time where he won't rescue children. Nah, wait till he carry. Wait till he can't carry again. He send forest guards. Made them go do what's exactly. Now, wow. 3 days after Wike's appointee and diehard APC supporter Larry Olayinka posted evidence of access to restricted admin backend, INEC remains silent. But that was before they spoke. But as a matter of fact now, with waiting INEC talk, I would like me to quickly review the statement of INEC so that we will even understand what exactly INEC explain for inside that statement and how they will use convince Nigerians say true, our hand they clean, we don't do anything. So INEC posted the statement. After that, after people don't complain and extensive talk over the issue, they posted the statements. Let me read. Of course, it says Independent National Electoral Commission press statement. Alleged, they call them alleged though, after admitting that indeed there was leakage, leaked material that is accessible only by them to the public. Then they're still calling it alleged. What are you alleging when it is true, when you've admitted it? Well, that's what Nigerians are saying. But let's go straight to what the INEC statement reads very quickly. So it says, let's see. Yes. So it says, alleged misuse of unauthorized access credentials and unauthorized disclosure of information from the Commission's Continuous Voter Registration CVR database. Now, the attention of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has been drawn to allegations currently circulating on social media and in some sections of the media regarding the alleged unauthorized access to the Commission's Continuous Voter Registration database, the CVR database, and the subsequent publication of information on a candidate in the recent primaries of a political party in Federal Capital Territory. So the commission takes this allegation seriously, you do, and has immediately commenced a thorough investigation to establish the facts surrounding the incident. Excuse me. Moving on, it says, as part of the ongoing continuous voter registration CVR exercise nationwide, authorized INEC registration officers were granted controlled access to specific components of the CVR system to enable them register new applicants, process requests to transfer of registration, and update voter records where necessary. Such access to is restricted to official duties only and is withdrawn at the conclusion of the exercise. So the audit trail from the preliminary investigation has enabled the Commission to identify the user account through which the information was accessed. Accordingly, relevant personnel have been questioned and all units connected with the incident are cooperating fully with the investigation. Now, it further says the commission is also examining all technical, administrative, and operational factors associated with the matter in order to establish individual responsibility and determine the circumstances surrounding the use of these credentials and identify any breach of internal access or internal access control protocols before taking appropriate action against anyone involved. Preliminary findings from the Commission's audits trails so far, however, indicate that there was no external breach of the CVR database, no hacking incident, and no unauthorized external access to the Commission ICT infrastructure. Rather, the information in question was accessed through valid user credentials assigned to personnel participating in the ongoing CVR exercise, but released without authorization or authority. The incident under investigation relates to the retrieval of a specific voter record. They cannot talk finish, but they've said it already. So, bottom line, INEC in a 2-page report calm down to tell Nigerians, say, okay, una don't catch us. But we say, and they try to tell on be say, even though say on catch us, no be our fault. And in case on the fear, people don't hack us. No, nobody hack us, we're fine. However, now once bloody civilian will be say we give access to our back end, make it use do voter, continuous voter registration, make it register for CVR to people. Now ain't go do this thing. It can't go use and can't go check Emeka Ike details. It can't go give them. Later Lainka, Wike Aide. And people say, wow, so just like that. And they're saying they will not do further investigation and they will look for appropriate punishment. In a working society, what are you supposed to do immediately? In a working society, are you not meant to, in fact, so with this whole thing when it happen, can Nigerians still trust INEC to handle matters concerning this election? People they talk say, well, we should even be glad and grateful that INEC was able to admit, first of all, that indeed default from them, and that indeed they don't hack them. Because nice for here and I say, oh, they don't hack INEC portal. It could not be bad people. But people are saying, okay, let's just thank God that they are not saying that INEC has been hacked. But to come and tell us that somebody whom you give access to register for CVR, now access on a database, can't carry the information, can't give wiki person. Are you telling us now without blinking your eyes, without batting your eyes at all, that during election, nobody will get affiliation to APC or President Tinubu go fit dey near close to having access or getting sensitive information for inside the portal? Can you tell us that without blinking your eyes? Well, that's not what Nigerians talk. So what makes you think would believe you? So people went on and on and on with their complaints, but INEC don't talk with the individual and talk. And people they talk say, as a matter of fact, I mean, if the INEC chairman Gofi come out in the past, records show as in you support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the past, and Nigerians say indeed in details, in personal email, they are attached to that account where be say support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the past, and they've come to tell us that a report shows he no be him, and then nobody else can bring a counter report to counter report that is true. And meanwhile, the investigation where they do, they say the private investigation, and we're not even seeing the name of the person who do the investigation is not released, and to even see the breakdown of how the person used to go about that investigation or audit, no, they release. So what do we even know? How are we sure that we can actually have it free? So you guys don't understand how sensitive this is. This is really very dangerous. Really very dangerous for our democracy, because we cannot have an election that we know that an interested party already gets access to database of INEC. So that is to say that figures can be changed, things can be manipulated. And this is a country that battled, with this same commission during the 2023 election, with all the buzzwords, and a country where this same commission is still to today unable to convince Nigerians without reasonable doubt the nature of glitch when they get for that 2023 election. So when you're unable to convince Nigerians about that, and you're coming to say this, how do you expect Nigerians to believe you? So these are some of the things we've seen complain about, say we're done for, we're doomed, but we're not. Well, calls for independent election transmission of NDC results intensify as Nigeria raises alarm over leak of confidential data. In fact, Patutomi don't come out and say, excuse me, Uncle I had established my own private collation center. As soon as they collate, I collate. It is you collate, I collate, we collate together. You understand? You collate, I collate, we collated. Sorry, collating. Collated. Okay, so we collate. So so because people going to talk, and things like this, they make a day important for us to do this kind of thing. Now, World Bank boosts customs audit capacity. Let's see, security guard abducts employers of two children. Employers, two children rather. Spread fake bandits news, face punishment. Ocean Police Command, then they talk. And I won't put fear for people head now. Abi? Okay. All right. Sack security chiefs if terrorism can't end in 90 days. Adeboye and Aide tell Tinubu that one. But let's see what we have here again very quickly. Terrorists lured vigilantes away with false threats before attacking Kwara Emeya's palace. Survival. Attack Emaya Palace. Police fled, terrorists stole abandoned AK-47 before attacking US Shakira's Emaya's Palace. Sorry. Oh, goodness. Emaya's Palace. Source Blues lead of Kwara assaults. If you see what's happen, then for the Palace of Emaya, PDP action tackles KMO. I told you that. NANS was built to fight dictatorship, not attack protesters. Student group names leaders behind Ibadan attack. And of course, you know what to expect in that kind of attack now. Well, 8 killed, 42 injured as passenger bus hits landmine in Mali amidst rising jihadists attacks. Terrorists lured vigilantes. I told you that already. Alleged 2.8 billion naira fraud. Court differs ruling on bid to stop ex-aviation minister Surika's trial till judgment day. Well, let's see what we have here again. Okay, so that's about some of the things we basically will get really happen for inside the news. Make I just play you some footage of some crisis we happened for some parts of the country recently. I told you that yesterday there was panic as in say terrorists attack Enugu community. Make I just talk to Henry quickly and I'll play you that footage. Henry, good evening and welcome. Thank you for joining us. Like it's quick. Welcome, sir.
Evening.
Welcome, sir.
You came late. We have been waiting for you.
I am on an outside sea. I wouldn't have even come because I am knackered. So I'm on a trip outside Lagos and I have been working. It's a working trip. So I've been working since morning. I've not rested. I just got into the hotel and just thought to quickly give you guys a few stories before retiring.
You need to rest more.
I will.
You need to rest
I will.
more.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, well, those guys they caught in Lekki area. Like as you said, they look like those TikTok guys.
Did you not see them?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah, it look like them. They look like them. So, well, the thing is that Nigeria is not a real place because if our place is a real place, all these things should have been taken care of. At least we have the resources to do all those things, but I don't know what is actually going on. But I know something is maybe one day the thing will implode and everybody will go their way. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because since they don't want to talk about the security, which is the bedrock of anything in the society. Since they don't want to talk about it now, so now we say Tesla don't boss now because for the fact the APC people don't handle them because during Jonathan they used to sabotage Jonathan. Now it is their turn. They can't do anything. So I think the insecurity, that's the things that will divide this country. I mean, for sure. I mean, that's my own prediction, what is going to come. That's all I want to say. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night and God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, speaking about insecurity, let me quickly play you the footages from that chaos in Enugu State yesterday.
Junction now. Freelance enhancement just killed some of the villagers and brought their corpses in the road. And some of the villagers are doing riots. They have blocked all the road, both left and the right. The army people is trying to stop them, you know. There is no movement. We are in Ogu Junction. We are going back to Aba from Enugu. Don't know what is going on. That is the case. That is the point.
This is sad, really very sad. Well, that's now the plight of Enugu community, as Ibi said in the complaint about waiting Ibi say happened to them, and people don't they talk saying now, wow. Now, when exactly all this kind of drama go stop for inside the country? And did I tell you in the news that people are already complaining that I beg as it be like this, so now waiting if a person won't do concerning this matter. People are already complaining that as it's going on like this in this part of the country like this, what is the safety? Waiting be the guarantee see the rest of us even they safe. And to think that there are people who actually support this government. Oh, by the way, let me quickly show you. In fact, let me play this. I'm coming. I'll show you something else. I'm coming.
So it's not the time for us to say, well, it is the president that should have handled this. It is the governor or the local government. This is the time to pull together as one. We're not dealing with normal human beings. We're dealing with people. I mean, just think briefly. How will somebody take a fellow human being and slaughter him? Is that somebody that is normal? So these are not normal people, and I can only appeal to you, both the students, the workers, the teachers. I can appeal to you to please have trust in your government. We're doing our best. I've heard from the federal government, security operatives that have been here for the past 2 weeks. They spent their salary here. I've been meeting with them morning, night, and sometimes 3-4 times in a day. We shouldn't provide oxygen to the people that want to see us divided. The response at this time should be to pull together, allow the government to see this through. I can give you the assurance that our children and their teachers, listen.
Well, that's the governor of Oyo State, Makinde, talking about that the kidnapped children. Oh, by the way, even people will be say they support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu self, don't they ask for more? Even though say they support.
Let me say this to Mr. President. Okay. Nobody will remember you alone. I am a supporter of you. Nobody will remember just the roads you built, the policies you implemented. Nigeria will also remember if people get safer under you. Please get our children back.
Will anybody here stand up and tell me that if the children that were being kidnapped in Oyo State were the grandchildren of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, would he have sent 1,000 forest guard?
Hello.
When it comes to, I think I spoke about this maybe 2 days or 3 days ago. 2 weeks is a long time for those children and the teachers to still remain in the bush. I also want to look at it from different angles.
All right,
Because
so let me
on the
just say
other
the rest
hand,
of that
you don't
drama very
expect
quickly. I just thought to bring that to your attention. Meanwhile, while all these ones they go on, our women then they sing for our mama, for their mama. That is the first lady they address now.
Thank you very much. We will take the national anthem thereafter.
So women from APC came together to see the first lady. As women, we BC supposed to the pain, say, as mothers, then supposed share the pain of these mothers, them, where their children don't disappear for more than 2 weeks now for Borno State and for Oyo State. A total of 96 children, 86 children. 9 don't disappear for 2 weeks. That one will also be the case of the 416 women and children may also then kidnap or Boko Haram hold, where they don't they keep some of them don't they die. That's in Borno State. 176 children and women also wait and take from Kwara State, still their captivity till now. So as women that came together, knowing that their fellow women and children are in this very ranging to about 1,000, and what you can do is sing on your mandates doing hand. Ahilona, on a well done. You can never be serious in Nigeria. Honestly speaking. What see why Danjuma enter the house? I beg me cannot vex past like this. We cannot be serious in this country. Wallahi, Mr. BC, you're welcome. Women, they are big children.
Thank you.
If to say any of them get children, we did there. Then for they sing this mandate, they sing, they call their mama. Wow. Now vex, I beg. See, I use annoyance bring on in. Forgive me.
Precious, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Servicing, good morning or good evening. It should be good.
We're in the same time zone now. Good evening, yeah.
Good evening.
Blessings.
The Americans go say good night.
Precious, I thought you should have been there. I thought you were once APC woman leader.
You want to look for trouble?
Huh? You no talk.
You want to look for
now,
trouble?
one thing I get my mind to tell you, Igbo people go say, "Our room na somebody, please, sir." With all due respect, sir. I
know there was the time they were calling you APC woman leader now, so
they'll be all right. They'll be all right.
You would have been there. Maybe you get your own share.
Share of waiting exactly. Is there anybody will get a copy of life? If I chop and
that song, where they sing, is it for free? They will get their share while going back now.
It is very
Abi?
unfortunate. Very, very. So see what's happening in Enugu State. See what is going on. Oh, by the way, I never
I
show
saw
you
it.
one more. No, sorry. Let me show you one more. This is not the governor of Kano State. If I don't show you this, did you see that?
What
the
is he
governor
giving?
one plate?
What is he giving them?
Plate, one seed of plates they give them. Let me play it again so you see it well.
Empty plate. Why no at least if I put the rice and make them chop, Abi.
Okay, make them chop the rice and carry the plates, go after chopping.
Abi, I give them an empty plate of empty. You didn't. You caught Sheyi Makinde off when he was saying there was.
I don't have strength to
something.
listen.
No, there was something he wanted to say that after he said the government is doing their best, and that there was something he wanted to say. I wanted to hear him. Let me see.
Sorry.
Even though he was stumbling, he didn't know what.
I can't even recall
he has
that
no
again.
answer.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, well,
I expected that Sheyi will react to the fingering by yes, he's blaming him for the
younger brother don't respond on his behalf.
where is your Fayose? I thought at the time he was speaking for Obi. He was, because I know he has spoken well. Say, this Obi is the only one that can remove.
No,
he never spoke for Obi, but I know he has spoken in support that, or either alluding that Obi is the only one that can remove Tinubu, because he said this Obi I know, because I listened to one of his interviews. He said this Obi where I know.
He was only analyzing his understanding of the
situation. Yes, not that he was supporting. He has been supporting Ashwaji
his brother. Okay.
Yeah, he's in PDP, but he doesn't compromise on support for Ashwaji.
Where he supports.
But Obi is his friend. He's just speaking reality. I mean, nobody would see that and not speak the fact. So he was just speaking the fact of the situation as he sees it, and I think as is. Even Dele Momodu, at some point, before. But you see, these are all politicians, and
how come all of them keep quiet now? Keno Tokonkwo, I don't hear him fume again. I don't hear Dele Momodu says their master.
You are going too far now. You are going too far. You should be talking about Daniel Boala or Bayo Namuga. Now those ones you're going to talk now. Kenneth Okonkwo is not too happy now because the way things they do.
Boala spoke today. He had an interview today. He spoke today.
What is he saying? What is he saying? Is he addressing insecurity? I listened to Al Mustafa. I listened to Baba Adeboye. I saw some of the demonstrations, all over by teachers and people, even before the teachers started theirs, over the increasing incidents of terrorism all over the country. And it's sickening.
It's more than sickening.
Yes, I think this is not.
There's any word that will be deeper than that.
Yes, it's not a joke. It clearly comes to show that those who came out to say that they are winning the war and that they've been less insurgency and killing and so on and so forth, it makes no sense of what they said. Yesterday when we were talking, or the day before yesterday when we were talking, we did say that the president has to be proactive and he has to be a commander-in-chief. Professor, what is his name? This PDP, Jerry Ghana, say if you are in commander-in-chief, chiefly command well. The commander-in-chief has to show that he's the commander-in-chief. It just looks like there's nobody there. It just looks like a nation that is confused. or looking at outsiders to come and tell them what to do. I was reading something today, and I saw that the U.S. Congress, May 22nd this year, had come together to this directing Rubio, Secretary of State, to engage with the Nigerian government with a view to dialoguing with the Nigerian government as to the fate of Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah.
Now, this is a cry that a lot of people have been making within the country. And now that America is about to intervene, you will see things will begin to happen. So it looks like we have a government that is waiting for outsiders to show them, maybe France or America or Turkey, to tell them what to do, or to certain highly placed individuals to tell them what to do before they move. If it took you 2 weeks to react to a very, very serious incident in Yoruba land.
But has he even reacted? I mean, his reaction,
no, by
sending
people now a high-powered delegation with a helicopter to go and say, "Unado, let us be praying. Government is doing something," and then you come back.
Sheyi Makinde said it that security people are on ground. And when he said it, I reflected if it was in this country. You can imagine by now they would have cordoned off that forest, that axis of the forest, and then be talking to those terrorists directly, talking to them. And then the other day I said, even if you have to pay for American special forces, pay, let them come. That very day, I think there was a day I didn't join. I put it on the chat. I said, for American special forces or for IDF special forces, when they drop them from the helicopter upstairs, they can eliminate those guys. Honestly,
that is true. But my brother, even not just trying to spend any money or those points, all you just do is invite Gumi to Asoro and then arrest him.
But you guys are forgetting something. You guys are forgetting
just arrest
something.
him and arrest him if you don't bring. If you don't, know them.
If you arrest him, they might kill those guys. All you need to do is tell him to go and talk to his boys to release them.
No, he won't go. When you arrest him, they will bring. That's their organ now. SSS, DSS, sit them down, interrogate them. Teach them a few tricks where they teach some other people. You go see, he knows who to talk. You go there, talk to some people, say, "Abemona release me, they not buy me." Because he has accepted that they are his people, they are his brothers. You take their godfather, and then see what happens. But all of them.
Is this how this country is going to move on? This is 2 weeks, going to 3 weeks. Is that how we are going to move on? And after, because remember, the ones in the Kwara, we have forgotten about them.
The ones in Boronuko, those ones
we have forgotten about them
for years, 5 years, 6 years, 10
we've forgotten about them. The Chibok girls that are still remaining, Leah Shaibu, everybody will have moved on. We have forgotten about them. So this one now, in the next 1 week, we forget about them. Yes. And then those guys will go for another raid.
You just need to teach one person or two people lessons. You know them. You said in your mind that you know them. You just take one, you go and pick them. They have given you the list of the people. Teach them and teach them a lesson.
See, just a quick one. It's like you guys are forgetting something. This person in question, all they are after is the election 2027. They do not care about these people. So you guys also remember during the Jonathan era, similar things like this when it was about arising. What did Jonathan did? He brought in mercenaries.
That's
I
what
think
I
when
just
mercenaries started taking action, what do you then get? They started crying that they are killing their people. So that's what I said last time. These people, the current administration, there is no political will to sort out this whole thing. Everything is just there. It's like what they say, okay, make God help us. God will take control. Go make God. That is what is you're saying. They don't have that political will to take care of this whole mess. So, like I always say, there is no leader in that country. So you guys will have that at the back of your mind.
I say it now. I said the guy is not in charge. Whosoever that is taking that Asorok is not in charge. Somebody else. Somebody somewhere that ties shower curtain on his head is in charge. You know?
They know what to do. You just say talking. I'm talking now they go job. These serious people don't talk. They don't. They'll finish the action before they talk. For 2 weeks.
I was imagining, if that thing is in this country, you telling me if that thing is in this country, President Trump will still be sitting in Asorok and be mobilizing people to pray?
You know, see, if not the America would they talk or even they can the Prime Minister Nyash, the President Nyash don't day on the Nyash since.
By
then
now they will be calling for his
meeting.
impeachment.
But
even his own political party will be calling for his impeachment.
That's it. One Cobra meeting or the other, if not the Cobra meeting, security chiefs, everything. Oh, these people,
and they will be giving you every hour. They will be giving you
every
updates.
hour, daily updates. Even where they did since then, they don't know where they did. They don't helicopter, drone, everything. Special forces don't they ready to enter that place, bring those people out. Well, that country is a joke. That make me tell you, there is no political will. I'm even happy now that I think we said it on this program. Where are the NUT? Where are the? I tell you, they don't begin come out now. They make noise. So they don't. It's like they don't. They wake up. So because just quiet things like this they happen. Since the leader nothing make move, none of them fit do anything. So waiting you the people, the union, what are you people doing? But since then now, you could see them now. Gradually, the protest is already taking shape now. They don't come out. So now, let's see. I think some state now don't already say make none of these their teachers go classroom again, go teach. So those are step forward because the country need a total reset.
Bro,
if these people are not sacrificed, I saw the video pressure show just now. The wife and other women coming to him. So you see, that's why I said, God forgive me, those people. They don't mean anybody well. They are just after their self, their egos. These people are prisoners of their own egos. They don't know what leadership is. They don't know. I even pity the people who they support these people. I pity every one of them.
It's I don't want to comment on that one because it's I don't even have words for that kind of a thing. A nation that is supposed to be mourning mothers, we born children.
My question is this: for how long will we continue? Now they showed the one in Enugu. We've not even talked about that one. For how long will the country continue in this state? For how long? Because when will it stop? When will this thing say, Nigeria, this month, we didn't have any issue. You can travel from the east on the road from Sokoto to Kafanchan or from Sokoto to Enugu and nothing. For when will it stop? And for how long are we going to allow this thing to continue?
Let me just add something. Even though we are blaming, I saw a video of residents of somewhere in Gombe, applauding the military for launching a very successful attack to rout some insurgents that were terrorizing them. They were hailing the military people as they were returning from that assault. And then yesterday, yesterday, June 1st, there were people who were kidnapped, while they were traveling. And that's that's in Kaba, along Ajebule Igun Bunu Road, in Kaba Bunu local government area. Yeah, in Kogi. And some people escaped. And they kidnapped 23 people, and the military responded. 12 brigade, they responded quickly, and chased them, and they were able to rescue the 23 people, although 2 people also died and a few injured. But that was good. In fact, they were commending the military for responding quickly, the 12 brigade.
So how about their abductors? Did they apprehend them, or did they send them to go and inherit 72 virgins?
That is the question. I think they said those people, they pick race, they run away. When they saw that water passed Gary. But I think they were probably just focused on
rescuing.
Yes, rescuing those people. But having rescued them, they purchased them because they are going to go somewhere and then start again. So, but it just shows you that this thing it's not. I mean, look at the rumor in Lagos State, which the police have come to dispel. Just causing panic and all kinds of things. Anyway,
it's not just about causing panic. Did you see the videos from Lagos State, especially the one from Lekki? If you saw those videos, you notice that the young people, the boys he's talking about, they were talking about and they were panicked about, looked exactly like some of those guys that brandish Naira notes and all that on TikTok. Exactly like them. This one would even talk of insecurity. Should be for Edo State here. The police arrest suspected kidnappers, recover bodies of abducted victims. Family pay 11 million naira. They still go ahead, kill them, kill their family members.
Okay, so after arresting them, what did they do? After arresting them, what happened?
For inside, waiting they won't do now. Now arrest now. They don't arrest now.
Precious, I pray that this thing will not lead to a civil war, because if it continues this way, you just find an ethnic war. That is what, if those who are supposed to speak are not speaking, it will degenerate. I mean, I hear they kill somebody. Is it in Lagos? An Okada rider, when all this whole thing started. So this thing may well just begin to target people that they feel that these are the people where they kill us. If the government doesn't act decisively, not just mounting, I don't know what to do. I don't know what is holding them. I don't know why some people are untouchable.
Juma, that's the more reason why we need a leader, a government that is ready to serve the people, a leader that is ready to unite the people. Not what we have now. That's why by now Nigeria were supposed to have outgrown this ethnic bigotry. The problem we have now, that you see this ethnic whatever, that is another level of racism in Nigeria. You understand? It's like racism 2.0. Now this division, this tribalism don't cost for that country. Until we get leader, we're ready to serve that country. We will come out with tough laws, tough sanctions against from the top to the down. That's the politicians who they use that ethnic division to cause mayhem in that country. Tough sanction, they not go look anybody face. If you try up, you go in for it. Go reach the bottom. Total reset of that country. I think you see Rwanda now. This is how Rwanda own starts now. They call human being cockroach. This. That was how it started. But you see, since when that country can say no, we are Rwandans, not that ethnic, as they live about those ethnic groups, ethnic nationality, the country get peace now since then. So Nigeria now the same thing. Until we live above that, Nigeria not go anywhere. So that's another thing we will need to do. Then people where they sponsor all this evil, you go after them. Their sponsors and their apprentices and every one of them. Everywhere they do, you bring all of them out. So the current government has no political will to sort out this whole issue. That's why we keep saying there is no government. All these people is after the supporters and the current whatever. It's just 2027. Not be the day after. But the other day now, okay, look at Emeka Ike now crying that would they go whether not this FCT whatever minister or whatever we like Larry or Naika, whatever they call her, go assess on that person private. Imagine now America, me and you, within America, whatever. Imagine saying in America that kind of thing for happen. Emeka Ike don't be millionaire in dollars now, Abi. I think me and you know. Every sue, money way, ain't go they dance now saying don't become millionaire. Courts, these people don't enter courts now.
I don't even know what has Lere said. What has he said? What has the
It that quiet since I never hear say they reply they say anything against them. I have not heard anything.
What has INEC
Precious,
said?
Precious should be able to tell us. I just say she they read one letter just now.
I make a post for you, make it read again now. I posted it now. What INEC said.
You know,
I heard when she was reading it.
INEC they defend themselves.
INEC basically stated that after calling them saying alleged, they now agreed that indeed that information that was leaked was supposed to be an information that is exclusive to them, INEC alone. However, that because they've started, the continuous voter registration, CVR, and they gave some people controlled access to their data, to their platform, so that they can do CVR registration, people who will do registration, and somebody who has such access without authority, due authority, searched for Emeka Ike's details and sent to Lere Olayinka, who now exposed it without authorization. So they accepted, but they're saying that their platform
after denying. So people after denying, they now accepted.
They accepted. I don't think I didn't see them deny it. They accepted.
Okay, so the open mouth, Precious, wait. The open mouth, they tell this story way they tell us it. As simple as this simplistic. Say somebody go inside. Somebody go inside something that is supposed to be private, secret. Go inside the account.
I'm sure you can make that time to read it. That's the letter.
Precious, I don't want to read anything, Joe. I don't want to read anything. What I'm saying is that. So, what are they saying to the nation? Make the nation forgive them or make them understand.
Punishment after investigation, then they could do proper punishment.
Which investigation? Sleep don't take. Which investigation did they investigate?
See where that Juma, you see, say let me tell you just now.
What investigation? The thing prove himself now. What you are supposed to be hearing now is that somebody are taking somebody
to court. They don't sack that Olarika.
They don't, and then they don't chairman. They don't someone with the INEC chairman. They don't
sack her. They even Wike too. They don't sack her. They don't sack all of the way involved, and they go pay every fine to Emeka Ike. They go oh God.
What are you talking about?
That country is a joke. They never ready.
Do you know the weight of what they have done?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the implication of what they have done? It just explain them like that as if you be saying somebody goes to Lakara.
What's the implication of waiting your INEC chairman do by after I realize say in Tinubu supporter? What did you guys do?
Precious.
And what you gonna do?
You know
this one don't still join. This one don't join the case with the INEC now.
You know what
he must resign.
You know what it means? Say a whole Peter. That people when they talk here, nobody they're looking like shit because you don't get credibility
at all.
That's
you're correct.
It's damaging of your career. That nobody he hasn't even started though already. Not be say he never even start. In reputation, not even they was that than that of manhood. It's very clear now.
I don't understand what you talk about. See why then, Mr. Flagship, good evening and welcome. Come and save us from T.Y. Danjuma because I don't understand what he's saying. Flagship, you're welcome, please. I don't know the name playing before that earlier today.
Good evening, everybody. T.Y. Danjuma, he don't speak parable now when nobody they feed the code down.
Now the president they teach me now. You know our president not they teach us to the speaking.
I know.
If you speak in tongues finish, he go do acrobatic for us. So this is
blue.
Well, you know what? See, so I could go back to these children and the teachers in the forest. Are they very? I know. So for Nigeria, we're quick to move on serious matters. Like I hear somebody they always say Nigeria is a not a case study. It's a crime scene. And if
it
they
is
choose
now
to get every
criminal enterprise,
it will take forever to really investigate them.
There is no moving on this one, no. No moving on.
Children, when he did for bush today, so
the one in Bronu, haven't you moved on? The one in Nkwara, haven't you moved on? In the next 1 week,
this one don't hook their neck. There is no moving on, Mr. Obisi. They know they move on for this one, no. Until they bring them out. It don't hook their neck. You see, say gradually, the revolution when they talk about, now so it go take start. Now one thing, now they do so. You know what it means to behead someone on a live TV? Sorry, you behead them, you post them to everything. If you know what the fear with that thing sent to all Nigerians, that thing alone. Where you see say they not agree, this will not be like others. They do since then, nobody talk. So this one I go tell you, they say gradually now, they hold these people accountable. So it not gonna be like other ones. Sorry, Mr. Flaship, continue. Sorry.
Well, so personally, I don't believe anything when they talk about as it is right now with reference to the presidency and Nihu Ribadu when he said they will send what do they call them, forest guards into the forest. I don't believe that. That not be true. They not
even get plan. No plan.
They are not doing any. They've not done anything about it, and I don't think they plan to do anything about it. If the heat they on them too much, they will pay those people money and find a way to bring those children out. But here's what I have to say: where is he getting 1,000? First of all, why does he need an approval from the presidency? And then why be sending a forest guards now with the sand they go there? You see, it's like they play serious match for field where every country bring their top best.
Their top 11.
Then you can't carry primary school children football team, go put for inside the field, make they play with them. That's what this is. And it's a joke. It's a big, big joke that should not be accepted. My question is, shouldn't these forests be guarded already? And if these forests were guarded by these forest guards, how come then say people they inside and the forest guards don't know where they did? We get forest guards for here. They call them rangers.
You're correct. Rangers.
Their job now to work out the forest. They know every nook and cranny of it.
Every nook, everywhere.
That's what they are paid for. When they leave house for money, in fact, some of them they stay inside the forest. Yeah. The government pays them, gives them everything they need. Drones, what do you call them? These Wrangler Jeeps, when they go off-road Jeeps, they can ride on hills and mountains and go any nook and cranny of the forest. That's their job. That if anything happen and they hear say somebody run enter the forest, they hide. They can easily pinpoint where the person they. We're not even the talk of technology when they add on top. So now
we're talking about a well-developed country now. Nigeria, they never see money chop.
Hold on, and that's why I really did not like go too much. But my point is this: you have forest rangers. Why are you just employing them now? If not the best you get, be that. It's a big joke. Here is my.
They don't have any. They don't have any. They are just deceiving themselves.
Well, I know that all this is hogwash. What they talk about. But here's what I want to say as a recommendation.
They gaslight Nigerians.
Here's what I want to say as a recommendation to the presidency and to Nihu Ribadu and to whoever that Homeland Security person is. Shebi Nigeria has an elite team when he recently lead. Mark my words, I pick them precisely. Nigerian best 11 when he lead American forces go kill the number 2 man for ISIS for the world recently. See, they still there. Why not get them and send them to
Nigeria lead them or America lead them?
Again, that's why I say mark my words. No, that's why I tell you, say I know why I use the words when I use. Because from the Nigerian side, now they talk say now they 9 day for front. So I agree with them. Why not take that best 11 when we get? Go to where these people are and execute the job. And please, when you are doing it, don't announce it to us. Don't tell us. We don't want to know that you are sending your best 11. Make them don't go, complete the job, and come back with the children, and then make an announcement to us that at my command as the commander-in-chief, right? I sent our best 11, team 6 or whatever you call them, into the forest, and they took down all the terrorists, and here are our children and the teachers. That's what we want to hear. That's what our correct leaders they do.
The flagship, that is how it is done everywhere, at least for where I did. So you not gonna know anything.
Yeah.
You go just wake up one day, the president is
He
taking.
don't do, and he's made his announcement.
Yes, we got him.
Yeah.
Again, like I talked the other day, and Precious no agree with me. I said the real commander-in-chief, after the job was executed, when they took out the second in command, they no said they don't take him down. This one, when we don't kill him, I think he has 9 lives. They don't kill him 9 times. But when they really kill him now, by the real commander-in-chief, now tweet now send out to announce, say, oh, by the way, at my command, I sent the best of our team into Nigeria and they took out this guy. Thank you to Nigerian government for cooperating. You know, they tell us, say, I have given command for 1,000 forest guards. Forest guards? What did they get? It's not like they have them. They are not on standby trained. And if you have forest guards, why are they not in the forest? As it is right now, with this problem when we get for Nigeria, so we should have mapped out all our forests in Nigeria. Map every single one of them out. Even if we have to pay countries when they get access to satellite, make them map everywhere. Give us every information we need to know about this forest so that we're not going to act like blind men leading the blind. So it is very, very disappointing to hear, say, the delegation when the government send, they tell the people now, say, oh, by the way, I have gotten, after 2 weeks plus, I have finally gotten an approval from the presidency to send 1,000 forest guards into the forest to go find these people and bring the children back. So we suppose clap hand for you, say, oh, well done, good job. Yeah, 1,000, they go bring and come. Well, the ones in Bonu, how many you don't send? The ones in Kwara.
And you already have announced. You already have announced those to those your plans.
And they know what they're doing. Is that not why they killed that man? Is that not why that man was taken out? Because they made a stupid announcement that they know where they are.
Yeah, you've announced to them your plans.
Give them a warning that if you come here, look what you will do to these people.
You've announced to them their bro. I don't know, man.
Why do we always like to put the cart before the horse in Nigeria? Why? How do we make decisions?
Because we don't know how to. We are not a people. We don't know how to. And because we can, our pride will not allow us to go and bring people who know how to.
Mr. Flagship, you know, I once said on this program, I said, you see, Nigerians here, there are some Nigerians now there are people from the business world, which we need to bring out from that country if we are to bring them down to the Americans or anybody for training, for proper training about leadership, about health and safety, how to govern, you know, so many which they need to undergo. Not what we have in that country, not those kind of set of people we have in that country, leading the country.
Okay,
not those kind of people.
Here's something that I'm saying, and I've been trying to say this on this platform and one other platform that I go to. Look, we Nigerians in diaspora, sometimes I don't understand how we won't make this thing work past. When we get access to this information in the Western world where we live, some of us, they army for here. Some of us, they navy. Some of us, they air force. Some of us, they whatever it is. Some of us, they many places where they write policies. Some of us, they where they do.
So what do we do? What do we do then?
Why can't we come together and do something and take it home and figure this thing out?
Because the country is not one. That's why you can never come together.
We don't need Nigeria to be one. I'm talking of those in the diaspora.
Because you're not one from the home. You cannot be one here. If you're not one from home, how can you be one here? Yoruba man and Igbo man can never meet together and say, let's go and repair Nigeria, because Yoruba man will always pander to his own people. The Igbo man will always pander to his own people. So what are you saying?
Okay, my brother, okay, I get it. Even if they want to pander to their own people, please, can all the Yoruba people in the diaspora figure this thing out and go help your people? Can all the Igbo people in the diaspora, can all the Hausa people in the diaspora figure it out and go home and do something?
No, Mr. Obisi, that comment is wrong. I once said reply you on this program. The problem is not the people. The Igbo, Yoruba, all of them, they intermarry themselves. They live together as one. They live as neighbor. Listen, I disagree with you 100%. They live together as one. They rent, they face me and face you. They are all there. They live together. They do business together. Even when you go to some streets, the Yoruba buy things from the Igbo, whatever. The problem is the leadership. Take it or leave it. Not this.
Brother, leave leadership now. We already know say leadership not problem.
That's it. Even where we are, even my locality, I have a lot of Igbos, Yorubas, and all that. We live together. We work together. We do things together.
Flagship.
Yes. Stop, please.
There was a gentleman from Adamawa, Babacha Lawal, who made a very provocative statement regarding Atiku Abubakar, his brother. They are from the same state. There was a particular name that he called him. He called him Kachala.
Kachala. What's the meaning of that?
Kachala is a
leadership.
No, Kachala is the name of a terrorist.
Ah.
Yes. So a notorious terrorist. So he was saying that the person in the address is a terrorist. Now, what you're supposed to do is to go and pick him up. DSS to pick him up to explain, or to go and pick up the person when they be terrorist. If it happens in America, that's what you will see. You see FBI and all the security agencies.
But he knew all this while, and he has been
very good.
He has been with him.
It means that there is something that he knows, and the nation will be interested, in finding out what is it that he knows. So I say that to say that some of our big men know what is happening. They know who is the problem, whether rightly or wrongly. But the moral, the courage to be able to say, listen, the law is not a respecter of persons. This person, El-Rufai, is there because he said something. If someone says that someone who wants to be the president of the country, aspiring to be the president of the country, is a terrorist, quote and unquote, is linked to a terrorist, a well-known terrorist, and nothing is being said, it's an apology. If you can have your VP that has been fingered, rightly or wrongly, to some dangerous guy where they don't buy, notorious for terrorism, and that's your vice president, why would you not be having this kind of a thing that is happening in the country?
Well,
the
nation. I want to land this thought. The nation is compromised. The leaders, not leaders, those that are privileged to be in the office of leadership are all compromised, and we know who they are now. They are not people that understand diplomacy. They don't understand policy. They don't understand nothing. They don't understand nothing about governance. We know that. And we have seen from time that a lot of the qualifications that many of them have, I'm talking about educational qualifications now, are compromised. Many of them don't even have it. They either bought them, they forced it, or some way, somehow, they have some paper that show that they have some educational background which they cannot support by their by virtue of their being in the office that they are. My proposition is this: if I am in the educational sector here in the West, and I have worked in it for 10, 15, 20 years, I should by now know how to write policies on how to make the educational sector in Nigeria work. Even if I don't know how to write it, by now at 15, 20 years, I should have access to where these policies are found and how they implement them here. And I can sit down and write a white paper. If I'm in the banking sector, I can do the same. If I'm in the healthcare, I can do the same. What I'm saying is, if I hold on, sir, please. If I can do this, if you can do yours, if TY can do his, and MC can do his own, and everybody else that are listening, and the diaspora can do it, even if we want to allow tribe to play into it. Can I find everybody from, at least we all get Parakpo for here when we belong to. We have unions and associations. We know ourselves. So if outside people get their association, Igbo get their Insecurity, Yoruba, we know who we are and what we are doing. Can we all come together and say, hey, the healthcare system is not working at home. What do we need to do to get it to where this place is? Let's not talk finances now. Let's write policies. Let's present it to these people. Even if they don't understand it and they don't accept it, can we go back home and implement it ourselves? Even if it's $100 every month we put, let's set a timeline and a goal. Say in 10 years, we're going to revamp the healthcare system in South or South. We're going to revamp the healthcare system in the East, in the West. Everybody pick one. Make we do them, since these guys don't want to. And again, we're exposed. We see them. We work with them. We know how, and we brag about it every day. Oh, in America, this is that. In the UK, this is that. Yes, it's there because we are a part of the system that is making it work. Why can't we put a demo together and take home and begin to train from the scratch if we have to do that? People, pick them out, open an institution. It doesn't need to be big. Put a structure somewhere, name it whatever you want to name it, call it whatever institution you want to call it. This is where AI technology will be taught to our children. So we bring them up to speed. If we wait for these guys, we ain't going nowhere. And we've been doing it for what? How many years with this since we entered this thing called democracy?
If they give you the platform, let me remind you something. When the present president of Ghana, the first time he came to power, and I knew this because the guy in charge, I think there was a place he went, the minister of something that represents the minister of education in Ghana. The guy was in California, okay? So John Mahama went to California and of course knew that he was in the educational system of California. And he told him to come to Ghana and implement what he has learned. That is why now Ghana has smart schools. Ghana has STEM schools in Ghana. It was that guy that went to Ghana, that was plucked from California's school system, went to Ghana and implemented the Ghana, what he learned, built STEM schools in Ghana. I'm in Atlanta, right? In a couple of years back, Grady Hospital, which is the Trauma A Center in Georgia, wanted to file bankruptcy. It was a Nigerian that they plugged also from the health system in California that came to Grady Hospital and revamped it. That's why Grady today is still functioning, whereas he would have gone under a couple of years back. So that kind of a person, are you telling me that the state governor of that guy never knew who that person was? Are you telling me, why not come and say, nah, hey, I heard this is what you did. Come and replicate them home. When they don't give you platform, what do? You cannot achieve anything except you are still, and that is why it matters more. It matters so much whosoever is there. If the interest of the growth of the country is in their utmost heart, they will perform. They will go like this guy going all about going to look for what do you call it? What do you call them again? Investors. Sorry, going to look for investors. Has he ever gone overseas and said, okay, probably gone overseas and said, hey, diaspora, give me Just as you said, he can go to Yoruba club, go to Igbo club, even if you go to TV club. I don't care about who rules. Say now, make una give me one of your best. One of the best surgeon, brain surgeons in this Atlanta is a Yoruba guy, Oyeshiku, Dr. Oyeshiku. Are you telling me that Nigeria has not heard that there is a topmost brain surgeon in America to come and bring him? Oh boy, come and do the same here.
Obviously,
yes, sir.
The doctor no go agree come. I once had he no go agree come. Unless if you are sending him to Abia, he knows that he is going to see somebody who is reasonable and who is development minded. Let me give you one example that I know. This will be like about 30 years ago. A Nigerian PhD holder is late now, from Anambra. Dr. Let me not mention his name. He was working in Ministry of Defense in the UK. He lives in Stevenage, big guy, carried all these classified documents, Anyway. So when he came the first time, he left Nigeria before the Civil War. One of those people where Eastern Nigerian government sent on scholarship. So he was caught up and then he stayed there, became a British citizen, and he got his PhD and so on. Anyway, they retained him. So when he came to Nigeria for the first time, because of the nature of his job, he wasn't getting in touch with these people. In fact, they say don't die. Anyway, he came to Nigeria in 1980, maybe 81 or so, or 82. Since 1965, that he left. So, you don't know Nigeria again. But you see, they speak Igbo. So, we're telling him he brought in a car that he wanted to use to drive home. And then he had to do a lot of work at home, build a house, anyway. Cut a long story short. So now he said, make you follow them go, make you see waiting the holding car with customs where they declare, what is holding? Now they carry and go. Because they were asking him for money, he go bring money, go say, where is it? They go say, okay. It's okay, let's go. So you can see. So when you go there, they tell custom where receipt. Now they say, okay, come out here. Hey, just come out here. Just come out here. So anyway, they cleared his car for him. And then they tell him, say, Uncle Emeka, you are living big in the UK.
In the UK.
A big house, big guy, driving a flashy car, Bentley, and, why not come back home so you can help Nigeria? They say he will die if he comes back to Nigeria. First of all, they can't pay him. 2, the environment is completely nauseating. He can't work here. 3, they don't go value him. So he will just waste because there are no structures. And even if they try to help them to build one, they go sabotage them. So the best thing just maybe if you lecture, just come lecture or just go, but not be to stay here and to say you want to help. So that's the kind of thing you see here. Davido's father was trying to get a license to
power.
For power. Someone, a civil servant, sat on it and swore that over his dead body would he get approval. And God heard his prayer. Davido's father did that over that man's dead body because he felt sick, they took him away, and it was the next person who was staying in for him that approved it. That is the mentality of the political civil. I don't know how to put it. The Nigerian man where don't become a civil servant, where don't become a politician, or a politician who is ruling for us. They cannot. They don't. I don't know whether they are daft or money don't blind them, or their conscience is so sold off that they see good thing. they won't want it. So nobody would want to come
But that's
here.
what we say in this. That is what we say in this platform. That's where leadership comes in.
Let me
Are
add
you
to
telling
what
me that tomorrow, bro? Hold on, now. Are you telling me that
okay.
tomorrow, if we have a sane leader who is gonna put the country on a projected goodness, okay? The like my bro flagship is saying, it is the diasporans that will volunteer to go, even if they will have to work for free. You will see patriotic Nigerians that are living abroad and say, okay, at least I know that there is a direction that this government is going. We will come and help you rectify things that are going here. That's where leadership comes in. Well, let's have a good leader who will show us a way. This is the way I am going. Okay? Have verified, articulated, numbered, bullet pointed activities that he wants to achieve, whether not 4 years, whether not 8 years, whether not 3 years. This is how I want to project where I'm leading this country to. Nigerians will you are not going to be going junketing all the whole nation looking for investors. Nigerians are going to come because they are going to bring some of these people you're talking about, these professors, some have PhD, they have these friends that can say, you know what, I want to invest in your country. That's where leadership comes in. And that's where Nigerians should vote in a credible somebody. Even though you cannot trust anybody, even though there is nobody that's an angel, there is nobody that, even angel. Remember, after God created the world, what did the Bible say? The sons of God, they came here. They saw the behind of the daughters of men and they fell. So angels can also fall. But yet, if we have somebody who has what he has to do, tell us this is where I'm going. When he cannot go there, and when he's now making a detour, we say, oh God, this is not where you tell us we are leading. Nigerians will come and help him. So we need leadership. Credible.
I agree with you, my brother Chris, and I was going to respond to the statement you made initially. You get for home. There's one common adage one they always make. Say, if Muhammad not go mountain go come meet Muhammad. Some way, somehow, we have to figure a way to make that Ogoro jump. It has to jump. Cannot sit down there and wait. Now, frog when they put for pot with cold water, the thing they hit small. You know, say na cook they cook am so you lie down there. The smart frog go no say temperature don't they change. I get to hop out of this pot.
Yeah.
I agree on leadership. It's necessary. It is important in order to get direction. But the point is, we need ourselves to. We are the leaders we are looking for. Now we be the leaders. But our mistake now say we wait for that one man when he go come. So okay, everybody, look. Now yeah, now we go. Now then, now we go. For Bible story, children of Israel remained in Egypt for donkey years because they were looking for a Moses. They had many Moseses in their midst, but because they failed to see and look within themselves, that's why they remained there for donkey years. That even when the Moses comes safe, it still took them a journey of 40 days, take them 40 years. And the Moses, when he even comes safe, begin to cry. They say these people are not stiff. Now God never called them stiff-necked people. And because of them, Moses not see promised land. What I'm telling us today is this. You, me, he, she, everybody listening, including Precious, and those that are at home. If how did they talk this adage those days? You know, they say, now, scratch my back, I scratch your own. If we don't come together, our government has failed. We know it. And the way it looks now, the picture they are painting to us is if we continue in this way, waiting for that one leader for the next 100 years, we will not get it. And Nigeria will cease to be. We're not going to attack them. We're not going to confront them aggressively. We are just saying, hey, let's come together and write policies. Let's put things together that we can take back and build from the scratch up. and then begin to change our people. If not education, one by one. If not healthcare, one by one. Look, if I want to put a trauma one center hospital like Grady that you're talking about, if I want to put that in my neck of the woods or in my, make I not say I, if we want to put a trauma one center in the South, my brother, it not take more than 2, maybe 3,000 of us on a consistent base. And like you rightly said, we go volunteer, we go make sacrifices and donations. If we put these resources together here, we can make it happen. If the people in the West decide to do the same, they can make it happen. If those in the Northwest decide to do the same, they can make it happen. The Northeast, they make it happen. Before you know, we don't get 6 trauma one centers in our country. But we are waiting for a government that doesn't seem to understand what these things mean. And they are totally disconnected from the people. Like, they don't even care about them. These people don't mean jack to them. And you think that this, even if you carry that guy that you said brought Grady up from going out and bring him to the president of Nigeria, and he starts to talk policies, procedures, regulation, implementation of ideas, do you think they will understand it? They don't know what he will be talking about. And not be him by himself alone, Duam. He put a team together of people that saved Grady.
Of course.
So if we get that guy, and those of us here in the healthcare system, in America, in the UK, Australia, wherever we find ourselves, and we say, "Okay, you did this thing for this hospital in Atlanta, Georgia, and it survived. How did you do it? We want to volunteer our time and come together and do something and pick out one general hospital for him when he don't die, or in a skeleton and remain. Make we implement these principles or these policies or whatever it is that you did and revive that place. We don't need the government. We're not going to go ask them for anything."
Flagship. You don't seem to understand what we're saying. Obasanjo went abroad and brought technocrats and professionals who could help him. One of them was Okonjo-Iweala. I was listening to Obi in North Carolina when he was making a speech. I don't know whether he's come back to Nigeria. And he was referring to the book, one of the books that Okonjo-Iweala wrote, page 61, when he was talking about Sovereign Wealth Fund. That she was demanding, pressurizing that we save, instead of sharing the money, we save it. It was only Obi, of all the governors at the time in Nigeria, that stood and said, "Let us save." And he ended up by saying, because of her insistence in doing the right thing, they kidnapped her mother.
Yeah.
We have the NAFDAC person, because of her insistence of doing the right thing,
they killed her.
We have which other case? I know a guy in Abacha days who was brought back from America, and he became an airport. Murtala Mohammed Airport became the airport manager. When you had those issues about people, Nadeko and people trying to unseat Abacha and so on and so forth, he was the guy who made so much noise about some suitcases brought in by an MN. He was strong, he was doing his job, they marked him out. They planted a bomb in his car. As he was going back home, the thing exploded. He died.
Yeah. I had, yeah.
They say na Deku person, but they planted it. He would have stayed back in the US with his family and enjoy his life, maybe for not die. What I'm trying to tell you is that you see this country called Nigeria. It's like a pig where you go bring out from mud. You wash. When you wash and finish, perfume and make it look nice, you go see for your very own eyes. You will go back to the mud.
And then why you leave?
Why are you making us feel like? Okay, go ahead.
So then, what is the solution? Now, let me come back. What is the solution?
Hold on, the flash sheet. Let me add to what you were talking about. Let me give you an example as well. You know, that's why I keep saying first, we need to have leaders that are willing to sacrifice for the people, that are willing to work for the people. So I will add to what Tiwa Dajuma said. I don't want to measure the space. I don't want to measure the place. There was someone from Canada who went home and built a house in one of the streets. He built that house. That house was so massive. Then they went further to say the road to the house was not good. He wants to walk on the road and grade the road so everybody can benefit from that road. Do you
They
know
will not
that
allow
people
him.
from that locality,
Hmm.
even people from the government stopped that project for going on?
Yeah.
Ask me why would they come against something? Because some people are using that thing to get resources from. So I don't want to go further details. That's to tell you the kind of people that have hijacked that country. But
So what
first,
is the
we need to have
solution now?
people.
Hold on,
So the solution now
Brother
is
Chris, let him finish.
to get
I've got a
people.
response for him.
Uh-huh.
The solution now is to get people that are willing to sacrifice for the country. Like what Flagship is saying, that yes, everybody has to now come together. Maybe put pressure. Let's get okay, like someone like Peter Obi now, who is preach, which preach every day growth, 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 growth. How to make Nigeria work. We must make the country work. When we get people like this into power, then like he said, now everybody in diaspora, everybody maybe pick one person that will go represent, that hold a meeting with that kind of a person. These are the plan we have for social area like this. These are things we want to do. These are things we want to do. And that kind of a person then give a go ahead, allocate a spot and everything where this whole thing can start, where you can build on, where you can start creating this kind of stuff. So definitely things like that will work, but not the kind of people you have now. I think this Alex that normally goes to build houses for this bandit or whatever. Sorry, these houses that bandit have destroyed.
For
I think he has similar. Yeah,
displaced
he,
people. Hmm.
yeah. He had a similar issue like that. That he said to build a market, those people were not giving him a bill that these are the amount you will need to do this kind of a thing and all that. Then when he refused that, no, we cannot do this. It's like they want to use him to gain some kind of money or whatever. But since he did not agree, that's where the disagreement came. You could see those kind of stuff.
Okay,
We do not need those kind of people as well now. We do not need those kind of
I
things.
understand.
Flagship,
I
abeg, no
understand.
vex. Flagship, abeg, no vex. Make I just say one other thing. You see, there is an atmosphere, there's an ambience that you can create. You don't even need people. You don't even need to beg people to come.
That's what I'm saying.
If you had a fashola or like you have in Abia now, there will be people who be partnering with OT to say,
That's what
what
I'm
can we
saying.
do? What
Yeah.
can we do? What area? What do we know? We can mobilize ourselves because you have somebody who is receptive to ideas, someone who you know that if you entrust this thing to his hands, you will see measurable, progress.
Impact.
Yes, impact. Additional was here before he went to ADP. Go and look at the miracle he did for them in Tanzania. Go to Tanzania. That's our own son. That's our own son. But we can't utilize him here. You see, that's the problem. The critical issue is leadership. We have to do something about leadership. If we don't do something critical about leadership,
that's the only thing, man.
Nobody will want to come.
Okay.
Who has a genuine intention? You won't come because you'll be in trouble.
So while we wait for leadership, we remain the way we are now, right? And continue this way until the Moses show up. That's what I'm hearing that we are proposing.
Bro, do you know even ants have leader?
I agree. My brother, before the ant leader come, the ant, they don't gather together, make things happen before they pick one when be their leader moving forward. As soon as they don't sort things out. My point is this: Nigeria is not as bad as we think. We just have a group of people who, like I said, are privileged to be in the office of leadership. They are not leaders. They don't know what leadership is. They don't have the qualities of leadership, but they just found themselves there. That's why we're going through what we're going through.
You're correct on that area. You're correct.
Remember, bad thing, not they succeed for anywhere. if good people, when they're around, speak out. The only way that evil can thrive on any land is if the good men remain silent. What I'm simply saying is this: if I want to make a change in my community and I find 10, 20, maybe 100 more who are from my place, and I say, hey guys, listen, our school system for our state is nothing to write home about for the average citizen of our communities. I want us to go home and build a world-class standard school that's accessible to every child in the community, if possible without payment. When I say world-class school, I'm talking of something comparable to your elementary schools here, wherever you are, your high schools, your middle schools, and your colleges. What would it take to, we don't need the government. The mistake that we all are making here is we are still depending on the government's support to do this. Our contribution, those of us in the diaspora, to Nigeria, you and I know it. It runs in the billions. We are pretty much practically sustaining the economy as it is.
You're correct as well. You're correct on that.
So if 100 of us come together and say, okay, me Ade for the Gwinnett County School District or the Gwinnett County School System, and if we pull our documents, maybe we're not going to use them word for word, but we go tweak them here and there and there. I can find somebody who is good at writing policies for education that will make the school thrive. Maybe we need to pay them if they are not Nigerians. That's my contribution. Okay, go ahead and get that together. Write the policies. How it's going to work. Okay, another person come and say, you know what? Me, I be janitor for my school. I know how to clean the school well, and that's what they do. I'm like, okay, you get your stuff together. When we get to that point, you come in. Somebody else comes out, they work for construction for a year. This is how we can build. All right, get a diagram. Put it together of what the school needs to look like. Before 100 of us go circle around, we don't come up with something that we can put on ground. And I guess the big question there will be finance. We still don't need the government. We want one school first that can serve 10,000 children in that community. Fully air conditioned. The gadgets that are in your schools here that your kids go to, we're going to put them there. I tell you a true story. You can look it up on YouTube. There is a group of diasporans who went to the slum in Lagos. I think it's somewhere in that area that they took out a slum, a waterlogged area. They sand-filled it. They're not many. I think there are about 10 or 15 guys and women or ladies that came together. They sand-filled that community like there was never water or trash there before. And they built a school. Guess who supported them? Delta Airlines here in Atlanta. Dell Computers. They went to them and said, hey, this is the project we have. We've started it. We need help with logistics, transport-wise. Delta freighted everything they needed from the US down there. That was their contribution. We can't sit down and wait for these people all the time. There are people here who are waiting to help us. Even if we don't get the money complete, we can approach organizations and associations here that the US government funds. Don't give us the money. We need 1,000 computers. All right, we'll give you guys 1,000 computers. Thank you. We'll find a way to send it down there. Go talk to someone else. They'll freight it for us if we can't get it. What I'm simply saying, my brothers and sisters, to this, since the government don't fail us, we can't just sit down and wait for that one Messiah to come. You and I, the little contribution when you get, you may think that whatever you're doing where you are in the diaspora doesn't matter. It matters. That's why you're doing it. So what we need to do now, how to begin to, in the diaspora, Canada, America, UK, wherever, how does it work in your neck of the woods there? This is how we do it. This is how we do it. This is how it works. That keeps this place going. Go talk to the guy when do Grady. Okay, even if you don't want to come, even if you don't want to be a part of it, please, can you share with us what we can do to make this place come back to life? I don't think he'll be so hard-hearted, except in our information when they classify and he can't share with us, but he can at least point us in the right direction.
Flagship, can I have one or two inputs here?
Yes, I'm about to stop, sir. So,
okay.
In summary, we don't only need one OB to come and get us out of this mess. You know, this is my biggest worry with Peter Obi. I love the guy. I like him. I like his energy and all of that. But I want to ask him a question. You are just one OB. How many OBs have you tried to raise? At this point, you should be thinking of looking at 36, maybe 37 other OBs that you would mentor. They walk with you. They are around you every time. So it doesn't have to be just one man. The day when you tire, God forbid, and you're not there, what do we do? So we have to begin to think of self-regeneration without having to wait for that one Messiah. By the time we get it together and we're at a point where we need strong leadership, I bet you one out of the group might be picked out to be the leader. That was how Moses came about. So make we not wait for government in Nigeria. They don't understand it, they don't know it, they don't want to hear it. Even when you take it to them, they won't know what you're talking about. Leave them to do what they're doing. Let's go to the grassroots. By the time we start from there, before you know, one small sound went there for grand, don't turn to ant hill. I end there.
Okay, thank you.
You will still need the at one point you will still need government hand. Because government provides the platform and the environment.
When we are they provide the licenses and all that.
My brother.
To be frank, you've said
hold on, my brother. I beg, not vex. One minute.
Precious, where are you now? Who is speaking? You don't know your name.
Dangote is one man, right?
View.
But he put a refinery in Nigeria. As you and I speak, Dangote has gone to Kenya and he's asking the East African countries.
And you think government hand was not in Dangote? Dangote hand, government hand not there. Dangote.
Yeah. He may be there because he needed funds. But we're not talking mega projects like that. We're talking something.
I mean, if not government, how will Dangote get that kind of expense of land? If government
so let me tell you one thing on my own that I'm doing, and I promise I end with this. We don't have libraries anymore. Functioning libraries. Even if we do, now 1960, 1940 books, now they there. And that's what our kids are depending on. Our children don't know what's happening outside the four corners of the communities they are living in. Just recently, there was a trip to the moon and back that the Western world, NASA, made. You all have heard about that.
You're correct.
If you listen to those broadcasts with the astronauts that were on their way to the moon while they were there, did you guys see that broadcast where the astronauts were speaking with children from Canada?
Yeah, you're correct, yes.
Come on, man. Why can't we figure a way out to make these children
that's big technology there for those children to speak. That's technology.
Guess what we can do
some time ago.
My brother, guess what every one of us here can do. You don't need 20 people to do it.
Yeah, Flagship.
All right. Go to your community.
Just a quick one.
Okay, hold on, sir. One second. I'll drop this. Go to your community. Ask them. Go to the king or whoever in your village. Maybe you might have to buy cola nut with some drinks. I said, Oga.
Naturally. That's tradition.
I want to put a digital library here for our primary school children. I will fund it. Please, just give me one land somewhere that the community, the king, and everybody backs, that nobody will bother me. I just want to put a library here and bring computers and digital books so these children can get access to what the rest of the kids in the world have access to.
Accessible to, yeah. Yeah, I believe you. I believe you.
I did it, my brother. And I got it.
I believe you.
So the rest now to begin to dig ground, as I'm speaking to you, I talk to Dale. But I need to show, say the thing don't stand. Then when it's time for Dale to come in, I shoot my proposition to them. I can go to HP. I can go to Lenovo.
Oh, yeah.
And they will listen. If they see it's credible, they will support it. And you give access to these children, let them see what it looks like, that there is what they call Earth or planet. They see I'm for screen, and I look, man, put these kids to where
that is when Fulani herdsmen don't stop harassing us now. That's when all this Fulani herdsmen stop harassing us.
We can do the same thing and defeat that, my brother. We can do the same thing.
All right, so the flagship. The flagship, your idea is fantastic. It's amazing. But you need to understand how Nigeria works. I'm sorry.
That's why we'll never move forward.
Yes. No. I'm not saying we cannot move forward.
How Nigeria works.
Calm down now. You never even hear the aspect of the perspective where they drive towards, and you don't object me. So I'm looking at the maintenance of most of these things where you won't bring and the sustainability. We have very poor maintenance culture in Nigeria. You understand?
No power.
Very, very poor.
No water.
You won't bring computers. Which lights will they want to use on the computer? All through for public schools. That's now one. Two. Who go maintain them? Teachers will go collect. By the time I don't want to swear to you, but I almost want to swear to you that I give that thing them all those things you go bring from Dell. You know, go past 1 year.
2 months.
All of them
2 months. What is 1 year? 2 months.
The teachers will just take them out.
No, I disagree. I disagree. You know why? You know why? Because the one in Lagos is still running. That one has been on for years.
Please now. I'm coming. Shebi na wetin you wan do across all states now.
No,
Shebi you wan do across all states for Nigeria now.
You come from your state, go do your own.
I just dey talk now. So your proposition is that Nigerians in the diaspora should team up together and let's do things like this. And obviously it's going to be across board, right? It's not a problem. I just mentioned we were talking about, I was discussing with someone some time ago, and we talked about the model secondary schools or model schools, primary and secondary schools that Chiwike Amechi built in Rivers State. That to the extent that he even hired Indian teachers. As if you see the standard of the schools, I know of people personally who relieved their children from private schools to go to these schools. Was it maintained? What's the culture of those schools?
We can come and dismantle them.
Be the stand of this. Do you understand me? So you don't understand. We need the major problem we get now leadership until we get leaders with vision, and we'll make laws to ensure that there is proper, as in anybody will start a project. Another, why do you think it looks like Lagos is developing? It doesn't look like Lagos is developing because Lagos is doing actually better than other states. It's because we can see continuity in projects. The railroad that Sanwo-Olu started today did not start or finish today, did not start with him. I mean, the blue rail line and the red rail lines. Do you understand? That's because they understand, say, irrespective of our differences, we must continue these developments. That's a major problem that we have in Nigeria. Very major. I give you another example. We blame Chiwike Amechi that he did a railroad in Tomadi from Nigeria to Niger Republic. He did not build in his state. Abi, reach River State. Meanwhile, there's a railroad that's supposed to connect from Port Harcourt to Aba, from Aba to Enugu, from Enugu down to the north. Guess what? They were only able to succeed from Port Harcourt to Aba. The Minister for Transport, when they say they don't release some chunk of the money to drive them all the way to Enugu and all that. Sources and gossips started hearing, proving that, he's redirecting the project to the north. Why? Because he wants to use it to pursue election for 2027. I don't know whether you understand me. So interest, they too vast. Interest, they too much that if we don't tackle the greed and interests that are bound, we cannot make any meaningful development. I won't give you from again. I've been aware I go start a project. Another person will cancel them because that one no favor inside of people. Tell me the reason why a president will come into power and will not do anything in a particular region because he feels that region did not vote for him. The money he's using to execute that region, the project. Now, Papa get them. Did he bring those money from his pockets? Is it not the money of the country? That America one in every state where Donald Trump policies that affect good or bad, now be the states we vote for him. Why would the states that did not vote for you will suffer from your painful policies, but they cannot benefit from the good ones because they did not vote for you? So you see, there must be a purgation. We must purge the minds where we get now. And it's something that if Nigerians don't come together and insist that we need National Assembly is a problem. We must press on the National Assembly to make laws that will be hard for nonsense to happen. One of the laws that I think that would make our education system to change in Nigeria is that if you know, say you define any political office in Nigeria, it must impress on you that all your children and immediate relatives must school in Nigeria. If you don't want, don't contest. Not schooling in private schools, public schools. Tell me if you make that law today, flagship, there is no way our private schools, our government schools will not be of standard because they want the best of their children. You know the problem we have? Selfish. We're all very selfish. How can somebody come into power and want to earmark all the wealth in this world? Gather. If you chop it, take $1 billion naira, 10 billion, 5 billion, how many years it will take you to chop out, my brother? But people are just amassing all this wealth to themselves because they feel like it is only in Nigeria. In River State, different medical centers were built. I saw one thing, cancer medical center that was built that has never been used. It's never been used. The part of the project we can make man say built, but it's never been used. It's not in use. Just commissioned and left like that. And meanwhile, people are dying of this same cancer in his state because no accountability. Nobody holds you accountable. Are you not seeing what's going on in Nigeria? Where a media aide to a minister can have the mind to review sensitive information about INEC from INEC back office, and no outrage, no nothing. By the time you know, business as usual will move on. Until we make laws that will be strong enough to hold people accountable and institutions that hold them and make sure they are part of it. Are you aware that they're about to now amend the Electoral Act? Why? Because the date where they dig for others enter inside them. They enter inside
they don't enter. Yeah, that's what the Bible said. That's what the Word of God said. He that digs a pit.
They refused. They said it's impossible. It cannot be revisited. Are you not seeing it? That things can only work if you're affected. Why do you think that the only functioning transportation system in Nigeria is the aviation industry? Why? Because Nigeria they follow. It is like they follow by road, they no go do roads for Nigeria. So if you don't make laws that mandate, if you not go do, no enter politics. If you can't take medical care in Nigeria, in public of hospitals in Nigeria, don't come into office. If you don't make laws like that, my brother, they carry back the waka they go. So I understand the perspective.
What do we do until we make those? We find that leader and make those laws precious. You talk politics. Me, I don't want to deal with politicians. I'm talking.
You cannot do without it now. How can you go?
I'm not talking politics right now. There's a reason why we have private sector that's different from government. If you want to do your thing, you start. I'm not talking of full-blown project.
Bro.
Everything I'm hearing now is 1001 reason why nothing can work. As it stands.
The flash. Maybe you there here when Trump.
Just a quick one.
I thought you were here when Trump was coming. You were here when Trump was coming. All the big guys, Amazon, Jeff Bezos, that never supported when he was coming. Maybe the moment he came, they all pandered. They all went to and bowed. Because you need somebody.
That's my point.
Flagship, look at what you're saying.
If the government want to oppose what I'm doing, I'm not a force alone by myself. By the time the thing is established and takes root, they will come when they see it working.
Flagship, your idea
let me
is
sorry
good.
to let
Your
me
idea
add
is
this
good.
on quickly before I forget.
I beg 1 minute. Your idea is very good, but I want to show you a difference. Ibazu was a governor before Oti. The same funding, the same state, the same APC, the same environment. Now Oti is in that state. Where is he getting the money that he's using to do the things that he's doing? Leadership is critical.
Again, that is
Leadership.
government and
You
I'm
can't.
not disputing with you to talk TY. That's politics and government. I'm not disputing it. That not general money when it belongs to everybody, and those that are privileged to be in that office that can dip their hands in the coffers are doing it. But I'm not looking in that direction. I'm talking about you, TY, me, and everybody else listening to this that are in the diaspora. I'm saying that there is a way out. We don't have to look at government and what they are doing. Let's
But
go there.
you still
If
need
they see
approval from
us,
them.
my
You
brother,
still need an
I
approval from them.
understand now. I understand now. We need
Because
approval. We
if
need
not,
approval.
they,
Dangote don't
they will
erect.
come
He
back
don't.
and withdraw that license and even destroy that
My
property,
brother,
that
they
infrastructure
say
you've put in ground.
they say now. Oh, how go fit take talk this thing, man?
You know, you see, let me give you an
There is a
example. If you
parable.
remember
There is a
Ogun
parable
State,
I
between
wanted
the
to
governor and Gbega
hold
Daniel,
on.
you
Hold
know
on,
there was a time the
MC.
governor even withdraw the license. He even wanted to go destroy
I
that hotel Gbega
understand.
Daniel
I
built in Ogun State.
understand now. I
Okay.
understand. Look, they talk one thing, say, please, I don't know how to talk this parable when you not go offend some group of people. But it makes a lot of sense. My brother, person when he man, I go take talk this thing. Anyway, make us skip on. Might not take time. The point I'm
Talk
making
now.
is this.
No adults there here.
No,
Waiting.
people they
When
listen.
here,
It's out there on the web.
no.
It's there
There
on
is
the web,
nothing
my
where here
brother.
go here. Where you go?
No,
Where you
look,
go? Shed blood.
I did mind my words well when I speak. I really
Okay.
mind my words, yeah. But the point I'm making is this. No matter how bad it seems, no matter how and who thinks they are gods in Nigeria, that nothing can happen without them, it's only a matter of time. One way or another, it will work. It will happen. Singapore today used to be in the shape Nigeria was, but today is one of the glories of the world that people want to travel to. The UAE is another place. Today is the magic center of tourism in
Now
the world.
diaspora, is it not government that did all those things you're talking about now?
Hold on now.
It's
They have
government. It's
people in the
policy.
diaspora that do
It's
it.
policy.
The Emirate Airlines is not being managed by now people in the diaspora and they run these things for these guys. All I'm trying to tell you guys is we Nigerians in the diaspora, we have the brains and the ability to do it. Make we
And I
come
will tell you this.
together.
I will tell you this.
It can work.
Nigerians are trying. Diasporans are trying. Okay.
One person
I
no
know
go
in
fit
my
do am.
community. I know in my community every December we go for medical mission. Every December. And in between this December and whatever, you still have people. Even in my church here, there is this guy. He's a Yoruba guy, a Yoruba doctor in Emory. This April he was in Emekuku for medical mission. So there are groups that do it. My community, we approached. I think it was Okorocha Sokorocha that we approached when he was governor. When we said we wanted to do ICT, and he gave us land. I think this governor came and revoked that land, even though he gave us a new site. But hey, it's at the end of the day, it's government. What if we have started building it on that land that Okorocha gave us, and he came and revoked it? Then we would have lost all our money. So,
My brother,
I
I
mean,
agree with you. I agree with you. They say na small nine river take the full. One drop, right? If you start and somebody see the good that you're doing and that it will benefit them, not just you now, that it is open to them. I don't think that they're that crazy that they will say they want to stop it. I know there are bad people there who will see good stuff and want to stand away. But if you sell your idea to the people or those who are there now and how beneficial it will be to them or for them, my brother, it will work. Not small. All our cultures that are whack right now, that we don't have maintenance culture. And I agree. We know how to start things, but we don't know how to maintain it to the end. But what I'm trying to say is you work in a system where you work in maintenance. Wherever you are working now, whatever business you have was once started. Right now, it's still running. It's being maintained. If you can do it here, why can't you do it there? And I understand you have to have the right environment to do it. But they say if you want catch monkey, you will get to behave like monkey. So make we stop to do the reverse of the Chinese proverb, and I'll end with this. The Chinese man says, don't catch fish for a hungry man to eat. Rather, teach him how to fish so that when you are not there, he can fend for himself. That's all I'm trying to say.
There's
let me jump in.
There's a statement by somebody here, Olumo Alamo. It says OT is receiving 3 to 4 times of the allocation the previous government was receiving.
It doesn't
That's
matter.
a lie. No, hold on. That's a lie. In terms of quantum of money that OT is receiving, true. But let us subject that, that statement to critical analysis. Divided by 1,300.
No, bro, it's okay. What if this money was being received by the previous governor? What's his name? Will he do anything?
And then
a bad man?
You look at such things as inflation and so on. What OT is receiving is far less than what the previous governor received. I think when we say things like this, we have to think just outside the box. It's not the quantum of money that you are receiving.
APC guy, don't worry yourself.
The value of this money, the value of that money today, 8 years ago, then it's not the same thing. You received less 8 years ago, okay? 8 years ago.
Why didn't Tio Orji? Why didn't Orji Zokalo do something with the one they received?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
why couldn't they?
You are wrong. It's not right. You are singing the praise of APC because that's what the president said, that the governors are getting more money. How much is a bag of rice now? How much was it 4 years ago? How much was the exchange rate, when he came? How much is it now? So when you say those things, deduct it, divide it by the exchange rate now and see what it amounts to, compared to what it was.
Even if you go through that route, is it only OT that is receiving more money now, or the governors? Why are they not doing the same thing OT is doing?
Why can't they replicate the same thing? So please, don't be listen. Let us.
And then the person giving them this money, which means there is more money to his disposal, right? At his disposal. Yeah. So why is he not doing better? Why is he not doing better? So those are not arguments.
We're looking for a way to help our country.
Can we all done? Can we all give our parting shot? This is almost to 4 a.m.
Okay, precious. My parting shot is this. What I wanted to say, and maybe I have 2 questions I want to ask, and those questions are reserved for. One is for Dr. Catch. The other one is for the lawyer from Rivers you bring, Barrister is it Manti, or you call him, right? And for the one for Catch, I want you to ask, if I'm not here, is, and I think it was Flagship or TY that alluded to it. I think Precious, that was when you talk about good leadership and accountability. I wanted to ask, I don't know whether Catch will answer it publicly or said that is a secret between him and his principal. Now that we're talking about leadership, if we have a good leader tomorrow, okay, and they say, can they go back and probe 2023 election? And if they probe it and found that this man there now was not supposed to be the man there, and by that time he would have been ex-president and be receiving the emolument of a former president, can he be stripped of that privilege? And then every gratuity he's supposed to be receiving as a president be also stripped. But since you enter power, we have found out that you enter power fraudulently. You are no longer a former president of Nigeria, and we strip you of everything you got through that office. That is one. The second one I wanted to ask Barrister Mati, because he's a lawyer. Can this same thing also, haven't seen all the atrocities that Buhari committed against Nigeria? He brought these people marauding the whole of Nigeria, terrorizing Nigeria today. Even the man in power today, all of them, they put hand together to bring them to chase to push Jonathan away. Can he be posthumously stripped of his presidency? Say, you know what? This man, in the history of Nigeria, this man never was a president. If there is any gratuity going to his family because of he was once a president of this country, because of all the atrocities he committed in this country, we strip him of all these privileges. All his family, we strip them of all these privileges. And that's the two questions I'm leaving on table for these two gentlemen whenever they come. Thank you.
All right, no problem. So, not being the gentleman you asked the question, but I'd like to think that is within the prerogative of the people, whoever will take over from Tinubu, to know if they would probe it or not. Because even the person, the guest you're asking to respond, may not have answers to the question.
Okay.
That's what I want to believe. So it is whoever takes over that would decide whether or not they want to. Some people will just say, because they don't want to raise dust and all that, let's just let it sleep. While others
but can the people, can we petition? Can we petition and say, you have to do this? Can't we, again, as citizens, say?
Again, the way Nigerian politics works is if you petition, it's to take only the president in charge to decide whether or not he wants to go ahead. Okay. But of course, you have the right to petition. But I haven't answered your question. I would do well to ask. Who else, please? MC, please ask your question. You guys want to kill me? This is 5 a.m. I will cry for now.
Precious, thank you very much, and thank you for this. Thank you for today as well. I know you're trying. Really appreciate you. So mine is just quick, so that you can go and rest. It's just to tell Nigerians, we will get there. We will get there. We will get the right leader in, who will really work for Nigeria, who will pilot Nigeria to the level we want. But like I always say, first of all, we have to live above this tribalism. We need to live above it. So we must be Nigeria first before any ethnic group. So we must be that first.
I'm Igbo first.
We will get there. We will get there. We will get the right people in who will do that. Because
I'm Igbo
I
first
believe this administration, this administration really divided Nigeria to the level that, to the extent they are fighting themselves. The past administration, it never pronounced like this. Like in the time of Obasanjo, in the time of Goodluck Jonathan, up to Goodluck, it never pronounced like this. But since these people came in, they've really divided Nigeria to that level that Nigerians are fighting themselves. So it will change. It will change. So we'll get there. That's all I will drop. Thank you very much, Precious.
Thank you. Thank you so much. The flagships are. Let me take a passing shot.
Again, like everybody else, Precious, thank you so much. You did do very well for us. We really appreciate you. Your reward, it did come. And you will receive them very soon. Lastly, Nigeria bad, but there are still some good ones amongst them. We have to identify who they are and work with them. Not everybody in Nigeria is bad. Let's find the good ones. They may not be among the elite, they may not be in the grassroots, they may be somewhere, but there are still some good Nigerians. When we identify them, we can form a strong team together and turn this ship around. Good night.
Thank you. Good evening and welcome.
Thank you, Precious. Good morning. Two things I want to say. I beg, make you on my head, buy one bottle of Intentim, which you take drink, and then give another one to Pastor Adeboye for now speaking. Thank you and good morning.
So for your head, without you giving me money, I could do to see life.
I wonder.
Are you really seeing life in this country? Is it the politics of the play? Welcome, sir. Thank you, everyone. I want to be thank you to all of you. Cards. Thank you. Let me just go. And
thank you again. Even with your it looks like you're tired.
I've been working all day. I've been on a working trip, so it's been so much work. I finished and I didn't want to just say to leave you guys without an update. So I thought it was supposed to be a quick it turned into not such a quickie anymore because this is almost 3 hours. Thank you so much, sir. All right. I appreciate everyone for being here. Thank you so much. Nigerians, please protect your mental health. I love you guys. Good night and God bless you. Like, share, and subscribe.